Patriotism is a fundamental feeling for people, not only because it shows love and devotion for our land, but also because it makes us feel part of the society. There are many ways to show patriotism, for example, through music, especially national anthems. This was the first time the Mameli ever made someone listen to his new composition, Il Canto degli Italiani. But music is not the only way to show love for the land. In fact, many painters wanted to identify their patriotism through their works. Liberty Leading the People is a painting by Eugene Delacroix, commemorating the July Revolution of 1830, which toppled King Charles X. As we can see, the woman represents France, and she is encouraging the people to unite and fight for the country. Meanwhile, painters prove their loyalty to the country through practical images. Another kind of artists identify it with words. The Soldier is a sonnet written by Robert Brooke, an English poet who served in World War I. The poem is a tribute to the soldiers who died fighting for their country, and it expresses a romanticized view of war and sacrifice. Brooke describes the English countryside as a part of him that will always remain, even if he dies fighting in a foreign land. The poem portrays a sense of patriotism and duty, as the soldier willingly sacrifices himself for the greater good.
A dust whom England bore, shaped, made aware, gave once her flowers to love, her ways to roam, a body of England's, breathing English air.
English literature offers also a great example of hero, ready, as Brooke, to die for his people. He is Beowulf, that we had the chance of interview to ask him personally what he thinks about patriotism. Hi Beowulf, is it okay if we start with the questions?
Sure.
We know about the fight you had with Grendel. Everyone pictures you as the great hero with no fear that was in search of the glory. What can you tell us?
Well, it's not as it seems. I wasn't searching for the fight with Grendel. Its actions made it happen.
Can you explain yourself better?
I didn't want to hurt it, but when it comes to safety, you have to do certain things. Grendel attacking my innocent people made me, king of the Geats, protect fiercely my land and my subjects.
So weren't you scared to get hurt or die?
The only thing I was scared of was not being strong enough to protect everyone. I prioritized their well-being and never thought of dying, because if there's one thing I knew is that I would have continued to live in the Geat people's mind.
Lastly, we would like to close this project by showing you a scene from one of our favorite movies that we think represents perfectly this topic.
I don't want terror. Plantations don't mean anything when...
Do you mean to tell me, Katie Scarlett O'Hara, that land doesn't mean anything to you? Why, land is the only thing in the world worth working for, worth fighting for, worth dying for. Because it's the only thing that lasts.
Oh, Paul, you talk like an Irishman.
It's proud I am that I'm Irish. And don't you be forgetting, Missy, that you're half Irish too. And to anyone with a drop of Irish blood in them, why, the land they live on is like their mother. Oh, but there, now you're just a child. It'll come to you, this love of the land. There's no getting away from it if you're Irish.